Namaste. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to this short but informative webinar. And the title of this webinar is Meet Your Shakti at Home Instructors. And I am so honored and so excited today to be able to introduce you to three amazing women that are going to be part of this new online version of Shakti. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what Shakti at home really means, what I envision it to be, to become, and where it actually came from, where the actual idea of creating this online yoga, fitness, and spiritual community came from. So the format of this webinar today is I'm just going to start us with a very short and brief centering meditation. I do this with all my webinars just to get all of us. It's the middle of the day. Some of you might be at work. Some of you might be like me and have multiple children in online school in different rooms with issues. I'm like, please, no more Zoom issues. I'll be right back. Or you're juggling life, whatever you're doing, and you've hopped into this. I want to keep it as short as sweet. So we're going to have a brief meditation to center us. And then I'm going to talk a little bit, of course, about Shakti at home, what the idea, the concept is, the two ways that you can be part of this. And then I'm going to be introducing you to Jennifer and Trudy and Rebeca, who will be part of this incredible team of people that are going to help to guide you through these next weeks and months of 2020 to help you to become the best version of yourself. All right? Then at the end, we'll leave a little time for question and answers. So do stay at the end. If you have any burning questions that you want me to address, put them in the chat. I'll always have to put my glasses on. Oh, Sana is here. Yay, you came in. And welcome Rebecca and Trudy and Jen is here. And MJ from Kingston and Natasha. Oh, I'm so excited that you're here. Natasha has already signed up for this program. Yay, Natasha, it's going to be awesome. So we'll leave some time for question and answer. But, as you go along, if there's a question that arises, from anything that we say here, just put it up in the chat and we'll be sure to address it. All right, so should we begin? Let's do a little brief centering. So if you're sitting in a chair, you can bring your feet flat on the floor. I always advise you to take your shoes off if you're meditating so that you can just kind of ground down into the earth. Otherwise, just feet flat on the floor. You might be in a busy office setting and you don't want to look too weird. Allow your spine to grow tall. So just feel your spine moving in and up your body, crown of the head over the base of the spine. Good. If there's any tightness in your shoulders, let them release. You can do a little shoulder movements. Good. Just release any tension. Good. And then we'll begin with rubbing our hands together. And I'll explain this. I do this in all my classes now. So your hands and your mind are connected. The minute that you do anything with your hands, it sends a signal to your brain for your mind and body to connect. So right away, this action of rubbing the hands sends a signal that I'm connecting my mind to my body. Most of the time, we're not connected. And as you rub your hands more vigorously and you feel that heat building, now you're making a mind-body-breath connection, because as you rub more deeply, you'll find that you start to breathe more deeply. Good. And as you connect mind and body to your breath, you are coming into the present moment. So close your eyes. Keep rubbing your hands. Keep deepening your breath. Good. And then speed it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then feel the energy in your hands. Just pull them apart. And then bring them back together. And pull them apart. Feel that energy. Bring them back together. And then bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand over your right hand. And let your shoulders melt away from your ears. And if your spine has got a little rounded again, sit up nice and tall. And we're just going to do 5 slow, deep breaths, but we're going to count the breath. We're going to count, breathing in to a count of 4, holding the breath for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, and holding the breath out for a count of 4. So let's begin. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, holding the breath in your heart, just feeling your fullness, and then slowing the breath out as you exhale through both nostrils, 3, 4, and then holding the breath out, maybe drawing the belly button back, feeling your emptiness. Let's begin again, breathing into your heart, 2, 3, 4, feel that fullness in your heart as you hold it. And then exhale through both nostrils, feeling the ribs contract, the belly button move towards the spine, holding the breath out, just pausing the breath, feeling your emptiness. And 3 more like this, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, just holding that breath in your heart. And then exhaling and just letting go on this exhale, anything that's distracting you from this moment. And then hold the breath out. Good, 2 more, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. As you breathe in and hold, feel love and light in your heart. And as you breathe out, let go of any fear, anxiety, negativity. Good. Hold it out. And last time, breathing in love and light. Holding it, feeling your fullness. Breathing away any fear, anxiety, negativity, expectations. Let it go. And then just allow your breath to return to normal. Slow, deep, rhythmic breaths in through your nose, out through your nose, out through your nose. And let the awareness just drop from your mind. We have a little thunder, lightning going on outside, so yeah. Drop from your mind, your thinking center, into your heart. Just give yourself permission here for the next few moments to just enter the throne room of your heart. Visualize a big, beautiful red door, the center of your heart. Walk towards that door. Open it. Walk down the 2 little steps into this beautiful temple or throne room right there in your heart. As you look around, you see a beautiful altar, pictures of your loved ones, flowers, incense. There's light streaming through the stained glass windows. And there's a beautiful cushion right there in front of the altar in the throne room of your heart. You walk over to that cushion and just sit in a cross-legged seat. Breathing, feeling the energy of this throne room of your heart, this private, personal sanctuary. Feeling the warmth of the colors of the stained glass lighting up your body. Imagining whatever it is that would make your heart feel happy in this little sanctuary inside your own heart. In this throne room, there is no past or future. It's just you in this moment, bathing in the light and the love of this peaceful place. As you observe yourself in the throne room of your heart, just notice how any fear, anxiety, negativity, overwhelm, or stress just melting away from your from your body, from your energy, from your aura. And as you rest in this place, you feel a sense that everything in your life is in divine order, no matter how chaotic the outside world is. Right here in this little throne room of your heart, in this sacred private sanctuary, you know that everything is in your life is in divine order, and that you're exactly where you're meant to be right now in this moment. And that knowledge just allows you to feel so grateful and so blessed. Just knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be in your life, and that everything that has happened up to this moment happened for a reason. Allow that sense of gratitude and being blessed, so immensely blessed, to fill your heart and to cascade into every cell of your being. So as you're sitting here in the throne room of your heart, you are feeling gratitude fill every cell of your body. And let's just rest here for the next 3 breaths, just breathing in the light of gratitude. Let it infuse your cells. One more big, beautiful breath in. Exhale out. And on your inhale, please bow to yourself in the throne room of your heart. Make an intention to stop into your little inner sanctuary often each day. To come into a place of gratitude for life, no matter what chaos or challenges you are feeling. Quietly stand up, bless the room, and slowly turn, walking up those 2 little stairs and out that red door, back into this circle, this webinar, bringing your hands into prayer. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bow in. You can open your eyes. Namaste. Maybe you can just how you feel just from those few minutes of just dropping out of this, the mind, the thinking center, just for a moment, and dropping into here, where really and truly all that is this moment. And this moment is actually perfect. So thank you for being here. I took some notes. So I want to tell you a little bit about Shakti at Home, the 2 ways that you can be part of this program. So Shakti at Home has been something that has been bubbling up in me for years. I don't know if you guys are on Instagram, but if you are, I'd love you to check my page at Sharon Feanny. And I found a video that I took in 2012 when I had to close my yoga studio in Kingston, Jamaica, which was actually called Shakti Mind Body Fitness, because I had to move across the island as my husband had taken a job, and we've been trying to do the back and forth thing for 3 years with tiny kids. My youngest was only 6 months old, and eventually had to give it up and move to Montego Bay. That beautiful place, Shakti Mind Body Fitness, if any of you here knew it, went there, you know what I'm talking about. It was a very special place, and not a day has gone by. It's been closed now for, I think, like 8 years. Not a day goes by in my life that somebody doesn't say, I miss Shakti so much. And so Shakti has become sort of part of my DNA. What is Shakti? Shakti is the life force that is in you and is in me and is in Mother Nature and is in every single living thing. Shakti is that essence or that power that is within us to allow us to shine our lights out into the world. Shakti is that thing that allows us to take a concept, an idea that's in our mind, and be able to bring it forth into fruition. Just think about an artist who sits in front of a blank canvas and wants to paint something. So they have a vision, but what is it that allows them to pick up that pencil and draw it, or pick up those paints and paint that picture? That is Shakti. It is a creative life force that is in all of us. And Shakti is the same in me as it is in you, but some of us, or life can take over and things can affect your life force. Things can diminish the life force. What are some of the things that can diminish your life force, your Shakti? Number one, not moving your body. Sitting around all the time, not physically moving this temple, moving it around the way nature intended, definitely diminishes your Shakti. Not putting foods that are going to nourish this temple, this little physical shape that God has given you for this very short time on earth, not putting things. So if you imagine that beautiful temple that you just stepped into, imagine if that temple was filled with rubbish and garbage and junk. It wouldn't be really nice, right? Imagine, I'm sure your temple was pristine and it was light and it was clean and it smelled fresh. Not putting fresh, high vitality food in your body and really filling your body with a lot of foods that diminish your energy, your life force, that diminishes your Shakti. I wrote some things down. Stress. Oh my God. The number one thing that diminishes your Shakti is your stress, and God Almighty knows that every single one of us on the planet right now, if we were living with stress before, now we are living with 500 times more stress, just energetic stress of every single human being on planet, 8 billion people going through this pandemic. The energetic stress that we are bringing in and we are absorbing from others and from social media and from the news and from our loved ones, and the fear and the anxiety, that diminishes your Shakti. And that is happening to so many people, and it is normal. It's just normal. This is what I honestly feel this pandemic is causing us to really see how can we stoke that inner fire, that Shakti light, and keep it bright no matter what's going on in the outer world. What else diminishes this Shakti? Lack of self-care, not taking care of everyone else but forgetting about yourself. Limiting beliefs. We all feel so powerless right now. What can we do? What can we do? We can't go anywhere. I'm right now in quarantine here in Jamaica, total lockdown, because I had to travel outside the country and came back. We're so limited and feel so powerless. And this can just create a whole host of limiting beliefs about ourselves. I'm not good enough. I can never do anything. I've lost my job. I'll never find another one. That's limiting self-belief. Wow, thunder lightning diminishes our Shakti. And another thing is a lack of community. How many of us have lost our social community, our gym, our favorite yoga studio, the gatherings with our friends, our girl groups, or even family? We are lost. So many of us have lost connection to community, to our tribes, to our like-minded souls, to being able to touch and feel and hug. That diminishes your Shakti. And so over the years, having lost my yoga studio, I tried to help people to reignite their life force through many different programs, whether it was on a yoga retreat with me or on an online program. So my online program is called SHAKTI Activation, the program that preceded this SHAKTI at Home. Through my yoga classes, I tried to, help people to build back up their SHAKTI light by inspiring them to move their bodies in different ways, inspiring them to eat healthy through my programs, my detox programs, and my cookbook, inspiring them through learning about self-care and rest, and most of all through community, through connection with other like-minded souls. And so with this pandemic and me just popping up this computer right here that's almost broken because it pops up all the time, and creating classes here for people who just were quarantined, couldn't leave their homes over these last weeks and months. Slowly, this idea of, we may never be able to go back to our gyms. Definitely not in the way they used to be, with packed yoga classes and people sweating and breathing and and all the breaths spewing all over the place. Those days, I pray to God that they come back, but they're not going to be back for now. I see people in gyms and they're wearing masks, and so it became very clear to me over the weeks and months that the online community, this online virtual community and way of sharing and exercising and practicing yoga and meditation and going through programs of transformation perhaps is our new reality. And the quicker that we pivot, the quicker that we adapt to this new reality, the quicker we can get back to getting our SHAKTI lights shining again. So it is absolutely normal to feel the heaviness and the weightiness of these times. And it may be showing up in your physical body in the form of weight gain. It may be showing up in the form of feeling in toxic overload. You're suffering from new symptoms that you never had before, like digestive disorders or migraines or nausea or skin conditions or anxiety, something I've never had before, but has, oh my God, so much anxiety that, it's thank God I have these practices to be able to tame it down daily. So this, the fact that this is our reality, but the fact that there is out there communities that you can tap into on an online format that can help you to come out of that weightiness and heaviness and drudgery. I hope you can hear me now because it's torrential rain. Weightiness and drudgery of this time. And not only the weightiness and drudgery, but this sort of, is this shit ever going to end? Like, does it gonna end? We gotta stop that thinking and that waiting, because every moment that we think and wait for something to go back to normal is one more moment that we're not doing something to keep our SHAKTI light shining bright. And so, my friends, the most important thing that you can do for yourself right now and for the people that love you is to get your SHAKTI fired up again. All right? So the 2 ways that you can join this program, and the deadline to sign up should have been today, but I've extended it to midday tomorrow, is to either take the more immersion program that is more in depth. It's called SHAKTI at Home 12-week online total mind-body immersion. Or you can just take the classes, and we're going to talk about the classes, and you're going to get to meet Rebeca and Jen and Trudy, who will be part of this program. So the more in-depth program is divided into 3 parts. We're going to break the program down into the 3 elements of earth, water, and fire. In the first month, we work with earth. We work to ground ourselves back into three things. Number one is going to be grounding ourselves back into a routine. Yes, guys, routine and structure is the most important thing you can have in your life. It creates a container and a network, a net. What's the word I'm looking for? A net, a container and a net for you to have structure in your life, for you to have predictability in your life, for you to be able to shine your light. So we're going to ground into starting back your fitness routine with 6 classes a week, 5 days of classes, Monday to Friday, and then these classes are recorded so you can access them on the weekend as well. And they're not all killer classes, so you're exhausted. They are curated in a way to transform your body and your mind because they are using the tools of total mind-body fitness. So the first month, we ground into our regular routine. We ground into a short daily meditation and journaling practice to help us to come out of this. This is where most of us are living right now. In the past, oh God, I wish things could go back to normal. Or in the future where, fuck, what is it? Oh my God, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Can you close the door, please? Thank you, Laz. Yay! I'll tell you. I hope that was just confirmation, right? Lightning and thunder just saying, yes, all right, I'm so sorry. Okay. Thank you for your patience. We're just, these poor kids too have two kids, both of them just lost their connection. Anyway, where was I? I don't remember. So I think I was talking about earth. So we're going to ground into our routine, our fitness routine, right? So, and I'll tell you a little bit about that afterwards. We're going to ground into a meditation and journaling practice, 15 minutes a day, starting your day with just breathing and centering, similar to what we did earlier, and grounding into the idea of just looking at our nutrition, looking at our eating habits, because I know a lot of us have kind of fallen off the eating bandwagon, or we've created some new little habits that you would probably know over time you need to deal with them. Maybe it's too much sugar, maybe it's too much wine, maybe it's too much dairy, maybe it's too many chips and dips, so that we're just gonna hone into eating more plant-based food based on the 80-10-10 rule of nutrition that I share with people 80% of the time. So much more on that later. So the first part of it is grounding. The second month of our program will go into the water element, the cleansing element. So you will be part of my 21-day Shakti activation, yoga, detox, and self-care program. So in the second month, we're really thinking about cleansing. Not only are we going to cleanse the physical body, and when I say cleanse, please, I know that can conjure up starvation or juice fasts or something like that. My program is never about that. Yes, it's about eliminating what I call the bad boys. What are the bad boys? Sugar, alcohol, wheat, dairy, processed foods, acid producing foods. And we're going to eliminate those, but we're going to super alkaline our body with what I call high vitality, super nutritious foods. Everything from the cookbook. By the way, a e-version of this cookbook is included in the bigger program, the 12-week immersion program. Not only we're going to do the physical cleanse, every week I'm going to prompt you to look at different areas of your life that may need cleansing. Maybe it's your pantry, maybe it's your fridge, maybe it's your home and your closets, maybe it's your relationships. We're going to really look at the bigger picture of what's no longer serving us in our life, because toxins don't just come in the form of what we put into our body. They come in the form of what we put on our body. So we're also going to examine what we're putting on our bodies, what we're using in our homes to clean our homes. How can we get into a more non-toxic way of living? And then also about our relationships, our workplaces, the toxic thoughts that we have in our heads about ourselves. So that is month number 2, dealing with the water element, cleansing. And then month number 3, which I'm so excited about, is the fire element. And that's where you've gotten so super strong. You're feeling so amazing in your body. And I know these teachers that I'm going to bring on board are so excited. These are not just an instructor that you're going to find at the gym that's just going to go there and do their job and leave. These are people that are really interested in seeing transformation in their students and their clients. And I've handpicked them for this reason, not just because they are so extremely good at what they do. And there are many, many amazing instructors out there that are very good at what they do, but their heart is not in the place that resonates with me. These ladies, their hearts resonates with my heart, because the work that they do is not just to teach and regurgitate, it's to transform. So when you're feeling super good about your body, you got your eating under control, you've got your exercise routine going, you're sleeping better, those nagging symptoms of being in toxic overload are gone, you're going to be ready to really look at your life and say, what do I want for my life? How do I want to see myself 5 years from now or 10 years from now? And I'm going to be taking you through an amazing exercise that that I do on my yoga retreats called Release, Renew, and Reinvent, where we release the past, we renew the way that we do things, and we take a moment to reinvent ourselves. Life is all about reinvention. I am the master of reinvention. I am constantly reinventing myself to be able to do what I do in different ways. However, the essence of what I want to share and teach the world, it's never changed. I want to help you to live life, live fit, live life, and live love. So that is the master program that I'm offering. 3 months. You can pay one-time payment or you can pay in full. Or if you feel like you got the nutrition thing and you got the fitness thing down and you're feeling okay mentally and you're good, but you just want some kick-ass classes with amazing instructors at times that work for you, or they're recorded so you can make your own schedule that you can do from the safety of your home, that you don't have to wear a mask and you don't have to be in spandex to wear it. You can be in your pajamas, but that you're still getting the effects of somebody working with you one-on-one, like having a personal trainer in your home. Then maybe you just want the classes. So those are the two options. In terms of pricing, the bigger option where it's really an immersion is going to be, it's $495 a month or a one-time fee of $1,295. Okay? If you break that down, you cannot get a better deal anywhere. This is an investment into your life, into your physical health, into your mental health. If you were to go outside and seek professionals to try and help you in all different ways, that would be 5 times as much or more. This is bringing it all into one place, right to your doorstep. You don't have to go anywhere, and you can be assured that you will be guided and supported every step of the way. Okay, by the way, in that larger program, we meet weekly as a group where I will share a teaching that week, a focus for our week, where you'll get a new meditation for that week, and where you'll be able to have time to share your victories and your challenges, and also to ask questions about whatever is going on for you in your life. So it is an incredibly supportive program. So my friends, that's a little bit, I don't want to take up too much time because it's 1:45 almost, and I want to give Jennifer and Trudy and Rebecca a chance to shine. So I think I know I told you before, guys, I think I said, Jennifer, Trudy, I'm going to bring up Trudy first. Trudy, take a deep breath. I'm going to bring you up first. I'm sending you an invite. Are you sure you want to invite Trudy? So I'm bringing Trudy up. Trudy, you just have to click on and say yes to the invite. And accept it and connecting. Beautiful. So let me tell you a little bit about Trudy, aka Trudy Booty, right? Everybody in the world wants to have a booty like Trudy. I've been trying for years. I don't think I'll ever get a booty like Trudy. I'm not. Hi, Trudy. I'm not seeing you.
It's coming.
All right. Okay. Just mute yourself for a second there, Trudy, if you can. So let me just tell you about Trudy. People always ask me about my arms, like, how do you get those arms? Are those just from yoga? No, of course not. Hi, Trudy.
Yes,
Trudy Booty is responsible for not just these arms, but really helping me when I lived in Montego Bay for those 8 years to totally transform my body. So through weight training, and I promise you, I never touched a weight until I was 40 years old, never. And now I am the hugest advocate for weight training. It is the fastest way to change your body. So I want to turn it over to Trudy from the Body Shop. I think I'm going to put myself on mute, Trudy. So you can go ahead, and she's going to talk a little bit about what she's going to bring to the program.
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Still getting feedback. Lots of echo. Yeah. I don't. Okay. I'm going to have to lower my volume, but I think you can still. Audio not clear. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me try. Is that getting better? Very bad connection. Lots of feedback. Lots of echo. Oh, is it better? Any better now? I just won't be able to. Okay. All right. So I've taken my volume complete.
We can hear you, and
yes,
you're great.
awesome.
We can hear you. Awesome.
Okay. So Sharon, I cannot hear one word you're saying, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I will be contributing to this lovely program. So first of all, I'm going to be doing, let's just break it down to the basics. What is the number one recommendation that people, that doctors specifically, will tell you that you need to do when you go to them and you're like, oh, I'm having heart conditions, whether it's heart condition, obesity, arthritis, mental health. You go because you're feeling all of these symptoms. The main thing any doctor is going to tell you is exercise. That's the key right there. So let's start with that. Why are we going to wait until it gets to that point that you have to be told by someone that you need to do this? We're not here to do that anymore. Those days are over. We're here to activate, to start making choices. So that is the main thing right there. I want you to start with that. By not doing anything whatsoever, you are actually making a choice. Little did you know, right? Well, yes, you are making a choice, and you need to snap out of this, because you have to look at your life holistically. You have to say, is this going to be better for me? Is this making me the best version of myself? So that's what I like to do. I'm sharing this knowledge with you because I find that it helps. So on that path, what I'm going to need from you, I'm going to be teaching you every Wednesday and every Friday. I love Sharon's introduction because it's definitely what we are here to do. We're here to ground you. So with that lower body, you are going to be grounded from the bottom up. So we're starting right there. We're going to work on our core, which is where everything starts. Once you have that core activation, you would be amazed how everything else, back pain will be gone. We are going to get rid of any form of imbalances as well. Because when you start to work on all of that posterior chain, your core, the biggest, when I say core, people, I'm not talking about a six-pack. You don't have to have a six-pack and obliques popping. No. We're talking about the deepest muscle, your transverse abdominis, right? That is like your waist trainer. You know, you see all these ads with, oh, get your waist nice and tight. Well, this is your internal deepest core muscle that is going to train your waist. So it pulls everything in together. Once you do that and have that as your solid foundation, your lower body, your glutes, your back, your hamstring, your knees, everything is going to just move like a well-oiled machine. Okay, so that's what we're doing on Wednesdays. We start off with that lower body. Then on a Friday, we're still working with our posterior chain because we're working our upper body. So in upper body, we're going to be working on our back muscles. The front of that is your chest. So you want to make sure that all of that retraction, we're taking away from all of this slumping over that we love to do. We're head down, we're taking it away, and we're maintaining that lovely neutral spine. Walking tall, feeling confident, we're getting with the whole optimal health. And posterior chain, everything, work in your front as well. Because a lot of people think that, oh, I can't do a push-up. is you have to be balanced. You have to be able to work your back muscles and your chest muscles so that everything is balanced. So that is the goal of any strength training program, is to get your muscles balanced. We don't want to see big biceps and little small triceps. We want everything looking nice and balanced. So also, yes, strength training has multiple benefits. I could list so many, but besides getting rid of all of those health conditions or preventing them, which is what we're trying to do, you have the fact that you are not just building, improving your heart health. Let me run through, because I had my notes too. So running through, you're not just helping your heart to work better, to pump more efficient blood throughout your body. You're also working on balance. You're working on, so with a lot of weight training, you have to engage the core because balance will be an issue. So we're working on improving balance. We're also working on bone density. We don't want weak, brittle bones. We need that resistance. Yes, you may have access to dumbbells. That's great. You may have access to resistant bands. Anything you can. My favorites are the Booti bands. So if you have that in your house, that's awesome. They're very affordable too. So if you cannot afford the dumbbells, resistant bands can be an option. Yoga mats, a mat that you can exercise. That's imperative. You need that, not just for my sessions, but of course for Sharon and Jen's and Rebeca sessions. Also, you're going to improve. Let's just look at overall weight loss. You're going to lose weight because not only are you doing all of these activities that your body probably wasn't doing before, you are now going to incorporate the food side of it, your health aspect, the meditation, all of that. As I said, optimal health. That's what we are about. Okay. Then besides all of these wonderful benefits, feeling good, looking good, the most important is neural adaptation. So for the first few months of anybody starting any strength training program, you're not going to see visible results all the time, but let me tell you what you will see. Neural adaptation, mind to muscle, that connection that you keep building. Every time you do an exercise, you're building the neural adaptations. So we were talking about adapting to this whole scenario that we are presently in. Same way for these next 21 days, your body will be adapting to what you are going to be doing, whether it's legs, upper body. Don't worry about it. There will be modifications. I am not necessarily a super high intensity all the time. I mix it up, but you have to keep your body guessing and keep it adapting. That's what we want. We want to encourage adaptation. We don't want to be in this nice, comfortable cruising stage. We're here to make change. That's what it's about. And let me just make sure I haven't forgotten. So, clutter-free area. Let me start now. Number one, main thing, positive mindset. That's what I want you to bring to the table. Positive mindset. Number two, consistency is key. So if you keep coming and showing up for all of your classes, that is a big plus right there. Number three, besides that positive mindset, you have to have that determination, that tenacity, so that even when the going gets tough, you're not going to quit on any of us. Whether it's holding that downward dog, whether it's doing a few more reps, you're not going to quit as long as your body is not up a space that you have your yoga mat. It has to have that length at least, and that you can be moving laterally forward. You have to have some space. Imagine being in even if you have a small apartment, it doesn't matter. You need to clear out an area that you can move and function better in. So a little spring cleaning before this detox might be a good idea, just saying. Why not? Because when your environment is nice and clear and clutter-free, your body and your mind will process everything so much better. All right. So yes, I think you have everything you need. As I said, it all starts with that positive mindset. We're here to make you a better you. That's our goal. And I think one more comment I have, which I always like to realistically, yes, fitness program and whatever, it's about looking forward, right? People have these goals for their right? People have not about goals for their thoughts. We're not about goals, about having certain standards. And let me tell you something. I say this expression whatever time, whether it's spinning, whether it's weight training, people of integrity. So I might not see you, but you know what you are doing. I would appreciate person of integrity. You make sure you're always trying to do the right thing. Good, better, best. Remember the ultimate person from all of it is you, right? And internally, that's great. Externally, everybody else around you also. So it's a win-win. That's my take on it. Over to you, Sharon.
Thank you, Trudy Booti. And can you guys hear me? You can hear me? Yeah? I'm going to take you off, Trudy, so just so that, so close video. Yeah, so one thing that from Trudy's class that is always in my head as I move back to Kingston and don't have her classes is she always says, be people of integrity, be people of integrity. So, you know, like when nobody's watching you in fitness, it's up to you to be a person of integrity. And she's going to kick your butt and remind you to be in integrity just because we're not seeing you, that you're actually doing the work. Trudy's classes are going to be on a Wednesday and a Friday morning. It's their 45-minute classes, Jamaica time, by the way, 45-minute classes, Wednesday and Friday, 8 to 8:45. Wednesdays, lower body, butt, and core. Fridays, upper body, back, and core. All right. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Trudy. It was amazing. And love you so much. And now I'm going to bring up one of my oldest and dearest friends. Not only that, I've sent you an invite, Jennifer Stanigar. Jen was the first person, so when I opened SHAKTI Mind Body Fitness, which originally was just a yoga studio, Jen went away and got her yoga teacher training and came back, and she and I literally were the only two yoga teachers in Kingston really at the time. Not only that, we were way ahead of our time. Jen and I were business partners in my SHAKTI store. So when you walked into SHAKTI, you walked through this beautiful store. You're talking now how many years ago, right? Our store had incense and crystals and yoga mats and yoga books and beautiful clothing lines, and Jen managed the store. She was amazing, and we've just been working together throughout these years, and that relationship it's just been so full circle to have Jen back here. But what is amazing about Jen, Jen, when you saw I posted on Instagram a picture of you, so many people were influenced by your classes at SHAKTI, and your depth of knowledge and wisdom of yoga is astounding. And so I'm so excited to introduce Jen and hear what she's going to be bringing to the table. Jen will be teaching, by the way, on a Thursday morning, a wake up 7 a.m., right? 7 a.m. US time. That's 6 a.m. Jamaica time. Eastern, 7 a.m. Eastern time, so 6 a.m. Jamaica time. And it will be a yoga and breath work to start your day kind of class. But she'll tell you more.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. Sharon, is it second?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's better. So I'm really, excited to be here, but more importantly, I have been one of Sharon's participants, as well as her friend, fellow yoga teacher, business partner. I love Sharon's programs, and I've learned so much, and I've transformed my life as a result of Sharon's, influence. And I'm happy to be part of this because I've been teaching myself for 20 years and practicing. So what I offer is yoga and breath work. Research has given us lots of evidence for the beneficial effects of using yoga as a self-care strategy, like Trudy was saying, to prevent and help heal illness, but also just to promote wellness in our bodies. We can also use yoga to apply like a therapeutic approach to wellness. And let me just get my notes here. And when we use it as a therapy, we think about all the levels of being. In yoga, we call the koshas. So we have our physical level, we have our breath level, we have our mental level, and then we have the outer levels of our ability to witness, that ability to think about what we're doing, that metacognition, awareness, developing awareness. And then on the soul level, our feeling in the world and connection. So when I think about yoga, it's a verb to do yoga, but yoga is also a state. It's also like a state of mindfulness, attention, awareness, and loving energy that we can give to ourselves. We know yoga has all these other wonderful benefits that, improve our physicality, our relaxation, and mindfulness. And even beyond that, like Sharon started out with, the stress reduction. I work full-time at home. I've been at home since March. I'm having persistent pain in my neck and all sorts of other things. So yoga's been a lifesaver for me, and breathing to just support total body wellness. That includes the high vitality plant-based diet, which I try to adhere to. And Sharon's cookbook is amazing to help support that. But you just want to start putting better foods into your body. So a program like this that incorporates all these levels is just, really going to bring you benefits that you hadn't thought about, or maybe you've kind of dropped off the wagon and you want to get back on. Yoga helps improve our mental state, our emotional health. We have deeper relaxations and sleep, improving our coordination and balance, helping to relieve lower back pain and neck pain and menopause symptoms. And that's just the yoga. And for the breathing, quickly, I'll just touch on that. This also helps us to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, helps us to calm anxiety and discharge negative emotional states. So breathing is the quickest way to take us there. Increases our energy level starting off, and we have a lot of breaths to choose from. So over the 12 weeks, I look forward to sharing a lot of techniques, ways that we can apply yoga as therapy, and just being part of it on the journey with you all. So have your mat. You might want to have a couple of yoga blocks, maybe a strap that you could use. I love having my eye pillow, and of course, our essential oils, if you like to use those to help our breath practice. So I'll just end there. I know we're on a short time, so I look forward to seeing you all Thursday, 7 a.m.
Thank you so much, Jen, and it just fills my heart to have you. Thank you. And Jen is in North Carolina, by the way, so we're truly a global society here. So beautiful. Now I'm going to bring on, before we lose it again, because the thunder and lightning is coming back like crazy. I'm going to bring on my beautiful Rebeca Sunshine. Hold on, where is Rebeca Sunshine? Why am I not seeing her on here? Rebeca? Oh, there she is. Okay. Rebeca. So I've invited you up, Rebeca. So Rebeca, my darling. Rebeca came. Oh, I'm going to take you off, Jen, so that we are, there we go. Hello, Rebeca. You're there.
Whoa, I'm here.
So Rebeca appeared in my yoga class in Montego Bay one day. This beautiful being, this girl from Mexico, and we just made this really amazing connection. And shortly thereafter, she told me, I'm going to become a yoga teacher. I'm going away to get certified. I was like, oh my God, that is fantastic. Because I just knew, sometimes you just know. When you meet people, they come into your classrooms, you see something just snaps in them that yoga just touches their heart in a certain way. I've seen it multiple times over the years. And I just knew that this girl was going to be an incredible teacher. And so she came back, and became a teacher, and then went away again to study another form called Yin Yoga, which is what Rebeca is going to bring to the table, which is my absolute favorite form of yoga. I'm so excited about this. Some of you may have met Rebeca. She was a guest teacher on one of my classes a few months ago, and to rave reviews. So Rebeca is going to be doing, God, I'm sorry if I'm blinking. There is like streaks of lightning outside my window here. Rebeca is going to be bringing Yin Yoga, and Yin Yoga is a form of restorative yoga that allows you to really relax not just your physical body, but your mind. And I have put Rebeca's class at 6 p.m. Jamaica time, so it's in the evening. So on a Thursday night, so you'll have Jen's kind of wake up breathing and yoga session in the morning, 45 minutes, but then you'll have an hour of yin in the evening. And for those of you that have been suffering with insomnia, oh my God, sorry, it's so big. Those of you that have been suffering with insomnia or anxiety or stress, practicing yin and then just having, keeping your phones off and your TV off and just going to bed in that mindset, you have the most amazing sleep. So let me shut up and welcome Rebeca.
Okay. All right. I turned on my mic. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay, great. Perfect. Well, first of all, thank you. Welcome, everyone. And I must say that I am beyond honored to be part of this tribe of amazing, beautiful, strong, and powerful women. And I'm so grateful that Sharon has chosen me to share this practice. It's also one of my favorite practices to share or classes to teach. It has such amazing benefits. So over the course of these 12 weeks, whether you take the full program or not, you're going to be through a process of self-discovery, of transformation, both in your mind and your body. So Yin Yoga is going to be there to support that transformation. Yin Yoga is a very slow-paced style of yoga. Most of the poses are performed on your mat, on the ground, and we hold the poses for longer periods of time. When you do that on a pose, in a very passive way, you activate not only your body, but you activate chemicals inside that helps you to restore and repair your body. We have two different approach on Yin Yoga. We could take the restorative approach, which is very similar to what you do on restorative yoga. Restorative yoga, you stay for a long time in the same pose, but you're supported by a nest, by a lot of props. In the classic Yin Yoga, you don't use that many props. We can experience some of these practices. We have 12 weeks, so I can take you through a journey of an educational Yin Yoga practice, a silence yoga practice. So I have planned so many different styles of practices, so no class will be the same. And then we can target different areas on the body, the energetic level, and then also on your mind. So what yoga does physically for you is that you are able to repair the muscle tear that you're going to suffer on, not suffer, but that you're going to go through on your training. And it's going to help you to carry all that waste like lactic acid and flush it out. We stay so long on the pose. We stay from 90 seconds to 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Some poses can be held for even 10 minutes. So the idea of holding that long is to allow the body to produce those chemicals like osteoblasts that are the cells in charge of regenerating bones, fibroblasts that help you to create collagen, elastin, and all the juices that repair and restore your joints. So we stay away from muscle strength and we access the connective tissues as well, the bones, the ligaments, the joints, and the fascia, which is an amazing network that connects everything around on your body. And also on a physical level, you're going to increase your flexibility, your range of motion, and yes, as I said, restore and repair and help your body to heal. Now, on an energetic level, we're going to allow the prana, the life force, and the chi to run freely throughout the body. And then also we're going to tap into the meridians because remember, yin and yang, it's close to the Taoism. And if you know a little bit about acupuncture or acupressure, we're going to tap into your meridian line so your organs can function at their best. So we stay long enough that we can tap into those meridians as if we were doing acupressure therapy or magnetotherapy. Also, on a mental level, Sharon has mentioned stress, anxiety, lack of sleep. Well, what is going on right now is that we are in a constant state of flight and fight response. That's our sympathetic nervous system working right there, which our bodies are designed with it because it's our way to react and to respond to danger or threat. Now, we haven't been able to turn that off. When you have your SNS activated, if your flight and fight response, your body shuts down the other functions like rest, sleep, digestion, because who needs to digest if you need to run for your life? So if we are in that constant state of flight or fight, then everything else shuts down and we are in balance. So we need to find a way to recover that balance again. How do we do that? With yin yoga, because what happens in the practice is that you know that you are at home, you are in your magic carpet of your mat. You find yourself that space that you allow the sympathetic nervous system to shut down, and then you allow the PNS, the parasympathetic nervous system, to arise. So your body is able now to rest, repair, restore, and get you ready. All right, so we kind of find that balance. So it's going to help you to improve your sleep. And then in a brain level, you're going to produce more GABA neurotransmitters, which are in charge they regulate the response to stress. So as you increase your GABA neurotransmitters, then you are going to be more relaxed. There is people around us now take medication to do that. With yin yoga, we're going to access to that. And now on an emotional level, we stay long enough in the pose that we allow ourselves to go inward. We give ourselves the time to go in. I always say yin yoga is not a workout, it's a work in. So you have the opportunity to stay there. And the body keeps a record of everything. We have a lot of emotions held in our bodies, whether we want to face it or not. This is the home of our soul. So of course it keeps the record. When we stay in that position of openness, we open the body, and as the body opens, then our soul opens as well. We have the opportunity to sit with our emotions, with our thoughts, with our memories, and then release them, letting them go. So we're free and we're able to move on to the new you. All right? So this is just a little bit of what you can experience. Of course, we have 12 weeks. I'm going to show you the principles of the yin yoga. I'm going to give you a couple of classes, like educational classes, so I'll give you some more. There's a lot of information about yin yoga, and I don't want to throw everything at you right now, but it's a lot of benefits, physically, mentally, energetically, and emotionally, of course. And then I'm going to give you some challenges, like some silence, and then it's like a meditation in motion. So it's very, very slow motion. So we can take you to a journey through the different meridians and areas of the body. We only have 26 poses, but we can move them around so you can really open yourself. Okay, so I hope that invites you to practice with us. And then once again, thank you, Sharon, for this opportunity to share, to spread out these. The universe always finds a way to restore balance, and I think this is the time for us to restore our own balance. Back to you, Sharon.
Thank you, Rebeca. Could not have said it better myself, the way that you explained being and the benefits, and most importantly, yes, what you alluded to, the fact that all of us, especially these last 6 months, have been in a constant state of flight and fight response. And what that does is just shut down all the other important functions in our body, digestion being one of them, circulation, concentration, all of these things get shut down because we're in this fear state, this heightened state of anxiety for so long. So my friends, I don't want to keep you much longer. Thank you so much. I hope this has been informative for you. I hope it's helped you to make a decision if this program is right for you or for a loved one in your life who really needs to up level. If you have any questions, let me see, is there a question here? Natasha said, I can't wait for this program to start and connect with all these wonderful teachers. Yes, looking forward to the transformation. So am I. I absolutely cannot wait for Monday morning. So I'll just end with letting you know a little bit about the schedule. Now, please know the schedule is fluid. Still trying to work it out for what's best for the group. But I think we're going to be starting Monday mornings with a bang at either 6 or 7 a.m. Jamaica time with my Live Fit HIIT class. Then on a Tuesday will be 8:30 with a yoga class with me. Oh, sorry. Felt like it was in my bedroom. Oh my God. It was so, oh my gosh, I'm not a fan of lighting, as you can tell. Meditation and yoga with me on a Tuesday at 8:30. Then you have Trudy Booti with your lower body on a Wednesday. You have Jen and Rebeca on a Thursday. Thursday is going to be like your self-care day. That's the day where you're going to take a walk in nature. You're going to do your 2 yoga practices. Maybe take an Epsom salt bath. Maybe it could be your cell phone free day or something. I don't know. Whatever it is for you, a day you spend a little bit more time in journaling, self-inquiry, self-care. Maybe you get a massage or something on that day. And then Friday, we kick your butts again with Trudy Booti. And it is a beautiful, well-rounded program that is going to slowly, over time, in a healthy way, transform not just the physical body, but the mental, emotional as well. So thank you so much. You can click the link right there to sign up. Remember, tomorrow at midday is the deadline. I can't wait to take you on this journey. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.